Am I still the only guy using bar soap instead of body wash?
I
use both.
Unless I was at a hotel and that was the only thing provided, I cannot remember the last time I've used a bar of soap.
Body wash is for losers. Bar gets in crevices. I'll take the Vikings -3, and I'd like to do some other things, but I'll pass. I want to take Seattle too, but no extra minerals. So So who do I have right now, Rob? Carolina,
Minnesota and Washington.
Oh, why the fuck did I take Washington? Okay, you
They're
guys can.
They're your gold pick.
Because you got really horny when I did a segue to that game. You got real excited.
It wasn't even a segue. You just
I mentioned Mike McDaniel celebrating driving by the Bills bars. He's like, great segue.
The Pat Mayo Experience.
Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, presented by Underdog, the Week 11 NFL Best Bets, Gold, Silver, Bronze, Cams, Fastest 60 Seconds, the teaser, which was a winner a week ago. Fellas, I was telling you before the show that whatever I use as my silver pick today, bet against that, or just bet 2 touchdowns for the defense and or special teams of the team I pick against. Because that's what's happened in my silver pick lately.
It's a tough one, Pat, with Cleveland last week. I mean, the Jets don't even really have a functional passing offense. They actually can't even throw the ball through the air. 42-yard screen pass. I think the rest of the game they had like 30 yards passing. But it's tough. That's the NFL. There's a lot of times you end up on the quote-unquote right side of the game and it doesn't go your way. But I don't know. It's weird. We've had some like streaks with picks over the past few years. I think like last year my bronze picks were absolutely terrible as well. So
yeah, I'm shit at gold. Better other minerals.
You guys were pretty good with gold last week. Do you know what our combined record was last week?
I'm going to say 8-1.
8-1 is correct. Cleveland was the only loser on the board last week, and the teaser comes through as well.
Look at that fucking board. That is green money.
That's a week. That's the second time we've had the 8-1 week so far this season. So I think that's better than we did in the previous 3 years combined.
Why am I broke? Play slots. Win at football, play slots. You're right, guys. Self-ban. Like, it's just too easy. Anyway, we're on. Whoa, look at these records. Exciting.
18 and Cams, you're winning 18-11, 7-2 with your silver pick.
I don't want to get too excited. I just told Pizzola in the green room. Actually, we don't have a green room. We have a show about how we're doing T25 in the Circa Millions. I don't want to jinx anything. We had Cleveland last week. We would have gone 5-0 too, Rob, like you, to start the quarterly. Heartbreaking losses with Jacksonville and the Raiders. We could be right there. The winner is like 3 games ahead of us or 4, and he's, what do you get, $1 million for winning, Rob?
$1 million.
I prayed the gambler. I just need to go 4-1 for 8 weeks and get a piece of the pie, and then I'm going to rent out a hall and have a keg party. You guys are invited.
Yes, I'll fly up for your keg party, Cam.
If I win anything over 100,000 or more, party's on. I'll rent a room.
Is that counting for the U.S. to Canadian conversion?
I don't know, 92,000.
Well, this is U.S. dollars.
No.
You're talking 100,000 U.S. or 100,000 Canadian, because it makes a difference.
How about 100,000 US? A smooth 135, okay?
Yeah,
then I'll saw off 100 myself, and I'll take 35 and do fucking ridiculous things like give people shit and then buy new furniture. Like, yeah, I need a deep clean.
Ridiculous thing. That sounds just like a.
I might have to hire a maid, just give her $2,000 and say deep clean. Because this place needs
you don't need $2,000 for the deep clean, Cam.
It's pretty disgusting in here.
It doesn't matter. Like deep clean is probably going to run you like max $500.
Yeah, or you got to find like a crack whore or somebody. She'll do it for drugs.
No, you could just do it. Like I have a cleaning service. I can send them your way. We don't need to bring whores into your house.
Oh no! I'm just saying. So there's a lot of people that will clean for cheaper for you.
Yeah, but then they might take your things too. You got to be careful.
That's a good point. Next, what happened to my freezer weed? You go. Yeah. Oh, vape pen. See ya. Yeah, fucking cleaning me out. Oh, she left me with Canadian Tire money, Pat. Oh no.
You were just willing to spend $2,000 on it. I just saved you $1,500.
Yeah, I'm probably the dumbest agent for myself in the history of fucking human beings. But anyway, I appreciate the pep talk. I will. Oh, you guys can hold me to this. I will do something if I win, Rob, the big money on. So that's what old school gamblers do. We share. Know what the problem is? I won the bar pool because I had the under in the Philadelphia game on a tiebreaker.
Yep.
0-0 at the half. So I'm thinking, okay, I win $800. Next thing you know, I look at my bar bill. It's fucking $400. I'm like, I just get, because the rule is if you show up and you're in the pool, you buy drinks. They all like behind my back said we're all showing up. They all took time off work. What a fucking bunch of these guys. They took my money.
That Visine Vince.
No, the Visine Vince isn't even in that pool. It's
Wow.
It's the alcoholic day drinkers at Chuck's. They fucking took me to the cleaners. I'm part of that crew too. I shouldn't. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
You drive a motorcycle now as well, like the rest of the people at Chuck's.
Dude, it's so funny. I can't believe you said that, Rob. There's a lot of e-bikes and powered. Yeah, these guys can't drive cars because they put it right through fucking the Royal Bank. Like, yeah, you're right. They're all on scooters and bikes, and they got wicked. The grifts these guys got, Pat, fucking native cigarettes, all sort. They got it like for like these guys, the new owners, Rob. They don't even know. They don't speak English. They have no idea what is happening. It's like a fucking trading post in there for like narcotics and cigarettes. It's fucking amazing.
Or they know exactly what's going on, playing the fool and getting their cut.
Yeah, Pat, they're not that smart, but I thought about that angle too. But yeah, no, anyway, great business opportunities there. A lot of these guys, that's how they keep afloat. You
ever think that one of these people that are in this pool could be working undercover, maybe?
Actually, I do. I was thinking about that, Rob, the other day. I think there is a narc in there, but he likes me. So, and what are you going to do? What are you going to bust me for? Too many Molson Canadians? I do. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll move on from that. Let's get to the gold picks.
We're digging deep here. Yeah, gold picks.
A very solid 3-0 week last week. I will start with my gold pick because it's a number that continues not to make sense with me. I don't care who's playing quarterback because I still don't know. It might be CJ Stroud. It might be Davis Mills. But the line is now moving towards the Titans. If I get got, I get got. But I'm going to take the Texans -6.5, Cam, because Tennessee is terrible.
I was looking at Tennessee this week, but I'll let it slide. I think they might be in a good spot. The Houston Texans are kind of playing with borrowed time. They're just a weird team, Pat. Like I actually looked at this game, and I'm banned from Tennessee in all shows and all pools that I'm in, but I kind of like the Titans this week.
But outside of you like them, is there anything beyond that? Because they're terrible.
Nothing. There's no empirical data. I don't have a fucking database like you guys. All I know is they're coming off a bye, and Houston shouldn't be laying that many points. But Pat, we're a team again. So I wish you well. I will not bet that game.
The way that I see this, Rob, is I don't know if Tennessee can get to 13 points unless they do that thing in the games that they've covered where they score a defensive touchdown here. Or I think in the 2 games that they've covered, they're averaging 1.5 defensive/special team scores in those games. They don't score on offense.
I don't need to be reminded of that Chargers game again. That one
was in the contest too, Rob. Camera 2 during the Chargers. They could have gone in for a field goal. Dude, I'm telling you, you need luck in this thing, Rob.
Yeah, they could have not given up a defensive touchdown and a special teams touchdown in the same game.
If we lose by like 3 games or whatever, I have all these games in my fucking stupid noggin thinking about how I can't believe we lost.
You know what? If you're going to do that to yourself, I want you to go to each of the teams ahead of you and look at every game that they picked to see if it evened out with you. Did they lose on stupid games too?
It's true.
Excellent point, Pat. You're the voice of reason. I'm not. See, this guy's fucking sharp as a tack. Can I get that hangover juice that you're promising me? Or
it's a pill.
Sorry.
It's a pill. And it makes you feel fresh.
Dude, I need 1 million of them. I'll invest. Like I feel like I've been kicked in the face. But anyway, we're 3-0 last week, so let's get kicked in the face more.
Yeah, I would like CJ Stroud to play, I think, but I don't think it
Davis
really
Mills
matters.
is fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, I don't think Stroud's going to play. I don't even think he's going to play next week. I already bet Buffalo against Houston on Thursday next week because it sounds like Stroud's concussion symptoms are not great, and he's had a history of concussions as well. So I would be really surprised if we see him out at practice and he plays this week. That's just my 2 cents. I get where you're coming from, Pat. Like the Titans are terrible. I mean, I'm just basically seeing, like, are they going to get Jeffrey Simmons back? And it doesn't look like it. And that kind of makes them an unbettable team. Even if Calvin Ridley, Arden Key come back, they need Simmons on that defense. They've traded away too many pieces on that defense. It's a tough game for me, though, because I'm not really super interested in laying, Houston to win by margin on the road.
Exactly.
It's a tough one.
Hey, Houston was not afraid to win by margin in Baltimore earlier this season against a bad team. They can beat bad teams. They can score on bad teams.
I'm pretty sure they beat the Titans like 30-0. I'm pretty sure that I remember that game earlier this year. It was like 6-0 at the half. Houston couldn't move the ball. And then,
Joey Slime missed 3 kicks. I watched the game. Tennessee actually played good in that game early, but they sucked. They couldn't put anything on the board.
That
sucked.
That
That's
ends up.
I think that's the key point of Pat's handicap.
Yes, it's a good point.
Yeah, we're going full game here. We're not going first quarter. I believe I think I was looking at it the other day. The Chiefs are like 1-8 in first quarter spreads, and the Patriots are 9-1. I think something crazy like that.
Yeah, no, it's true. And in college football, like the Georgia Bulldogs were like 1-14 until last week when they covered against Mississippi State. Those are cool trends. Like, because like if you're riding that wave for a long time, you can make a shitload of money.
Well, lots of teams, when you look at the first quarter, right? A lot of these games, you only get 1 or 2 possessions. So whichever coaches can script drives the best, they tend to, cover first quarter spreads. Indy is like another team that scores almost always on the first drive. There's a few of those teams in the NFL where they just come out with like a great game plan. They score. Carolina is actually another one. And
Chicago.
then as the game goes on, they get worse. It's not a bad angle if somebody just wanted to fixate on first quarters. Could probably find some value there.
I mean, maybe it's just my mind thinking about it, but I believe that Chicago's been very good at scripting their first 15 plays.
Yeah, they usually score
100%.
early, win the first quarter, first half, for sure.
Good. Look at the key theme with these teams. Every single one of their head coaches was a good offensive coordinator at some point or another. Ben Johnson, Dave Canales. Who did I say? Who was the team that I mentioned earlier? Indy, Shane Steichen. All these teams have great offensive minds. They get stuff going early. But then, Caleb Williams is going to have to play out a script at some point in the game. And guess what? He sucks. A lot of these guys, as the game goes on, they just can't replicate the performance from the early going.
I would push back on that. I think that Caleb Williams has actually been pretty good.
No, awful.
I'm with Pizzola.
He for some reason, he cannot stand in a clean pocket. He spins out of clean pockets all the time he makes things so much harder for himself. He misses so many open receivers. He probably had another 150 yards in him last week if he could just put it on someone that's open 20 yards downfield.
I mean, he did. I mean, every time that he did that last week, the guys dropped the ball. He dropped 2 touchdowns. And one was a 40-yard laser on the run.
That DJ Moore one was no one was catching. I can't stand that people reference that play. He made a great throw. He gave the receiver the only chance that he could to catch, but it was so far out of. Look how far he had to reach out of bounds to catch that ball.
Can you guys do the fastest 60 seconds in sports today? I'm kind of running out of breath.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think I have angina, -8.
Better than mangina.
Oh, better than heart attack at fucking +13. Like I'm just, Pat, I've had acid reflux, like I literally hot daggers in my throat for like the last week, and nothing's working. Like I bought a big bottle of Eno. That shit usually gets it done. Rob, I need you. I'm going to send you some money, Rob. I need you to get me that Italian Stappy shit. That's the only stuff that works.
Why am I have to get it for you?
Because you're Italian and you live in Vaughan and there's tons of it there. There's none here.
The year is 2025, man. We can use the internet to place online orders.
Really?
They'll
okay.
They'll deliver it to you.
Why not just go one of your buddies' cafe and say, hey, fucking give me a case of Stappy and I'll grease you the money. Like that's like the Chuck's deal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Why not just go to Amazon and have it delivered to your door on the same day?
Because
why am I going out of my way to go to a cafe I haven't been to in like 14 years?
I just like the old school way, the personal contact, the envelopes, the sauce.
But you're not even doing that. Rob would have to do it.
I know, but I'll grease Rob with a nice envelope like the way it used to be.
Everyone's just greasing each other for no reason. All we take 4 seconds is just to make an online order.
I just like the grease job. Okay, I'm just the world's too boring. We need more envelopes, more sauce.
What else? What would I get greased with? What would I get greased with if I showed up at your house with a case of Stappy?
I don't know. What do you think a good tip is? I'll give you 20%.
I want that Seahawks helmet behind you.
Oh, fuck that shit. It's signed by Kurt Warner. Fuck off.
Why is it signed by Kurt Warner?
Because somebody bought it for me at an auction. Actually, you know what it is? It's Kenny Easley. I forgot. Ring of Honor.
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that does make a lot more sense.
Kurt Warner was one of the best running backs in the 1980s.
Oh, sorry. Different Kurt Warner.
Yeah, Kurt with a C.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking
I thought it was
moron.
like that picture of Sean Connery signed by
Oh,
Roger
yeah.
Moore.
Hey, Kurt Warner played for the Seahawks, eh? Fucking in the 80s. Yeah. What is he, 90 years old?
Like, it'd be really weird that quarterback Kurt Warner is signing a helmet of another team in the division. I don't know. It seems a little bit unusual.
Yeah, maybe whose hamster's off the wheel now, Pizzola? Maybe you need to go out and grab a stappy. 25%.
I'm
What are we
sorry,
doing
I don't
with gold
remember
pick?
every single running back from the 1980s, considering I was born in 1986. Apologies for that, Cameron.
That's fine, Robert. You're very good at what you do. I'll accept that. Christian Okoye, the Nigeria Nightmare. I can name you every back in that division, even for Geoff's Chargers. Natron means business.
I
Remember
remember
him?
Natron Means. I do remember him.
There you go. And Raiders was Marcus Allen.
Well, that's only 4. There were 5 teams in each division then.
And Seattle's was Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
There
Sounds
you go,
made up.
Pat. Sounds made up.
Does sound made. It sounds like a guy you would get in Madden after like 9 years. They have to like
Take
rearrange
a
the
look at this
spelling
guy's
of
fucking
names.
stats, Pat. They'll blow your mind. He's actually a really good back. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Seahawks history. We're here to make picks and get winners. Let's
Are
rock.
the Seahawks making history this year? Are they going to win the
Fucking
Super
right
Bowl?
we are. Fucking right we are. And I'm going to tell you, what has happened with this team has been brilliant. Pete Carroll, been a pleasure. Sam Darnold, I didn't think it was going to go this well.
Mhm.
They're saving Walker. They're not using him too much. People hate it in fantasy. I don't give a fuck about your fantasy team. JSN's been great. Shahid's going to get involved in the offense and the defensive line. Rob, your former Cowboys guy is getting 2 touchdowns in 1 game. What the hell's going on here?
He's a very good player. As I look up Kurt Warner stats, that aren't all that impressive to be.
Take a look at 82 to 84.
Yeah,
He didn't play at 82. He didn't play at 82, so that's tough.
Sorry, 83 to 85.
83 was the big year for him. It was his rookie year.
Listen,
fucking
he
nuts.
rushed for 1,481 yards in 1986 as well. It's a pretty good year.
Thank you, Patrick. On a horrible, Seahawks offensive line was the worst back then. They were shit.
I don't know. I got to go back and see how that amount of yardage stacks up, because everybody used to rush.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Eric Dickerson. I'm just telling
Eric
you, he was
Dickerson had
very
2,000-yard seasons.
I know. I'm not
1,400
comparing
from Kurt
them.
Warner.
I'm just saying he was a very, very, very solid back, above average.
I mean, he had a career 4 yards per attempt. It's
Yeah,
not
I don't
bad.
know.
It's-
Yeah, that's pretty
it's not-
fucking good. He done
It's okay.
3.2. Anyway,
okay.
let's get on with
Didn't
this.
really sustain a long career. It was very short-lived.
He had turf toe.
Well, I mean, it
Next.
seems like that's part of longevity is important for a running back.
That
Any
Seahawks
football
carpet
player.
might as well have been fucking hot asphalt. It was fucking harder than the rock.
I'm just saying. You told me I was going to be, pleasantly surprised if I look back at his career. I wasn't.
You know what? I'm out of energy. I don't want to fight this battle anymore. Okay. All I know is we were 8-point dogs to the Dolphins in the 1983 play-in game, and we beat the living fucking shit out of them. We went all the way, and the Raiders beat us in the championship game. And you know what they did in the Super Bowl? They murdered Washington. 83 was our year.
Well, it sounds like it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
But
He was also on the 1990 Rams with.
Yes, he did. He got traded to the Rams. Yep.
With Jim Don't Call Me Chris Everett at quarterback.
Yeah, that's when the turf toe really got bad.
yeah,
Tough
he
acting.
retired as a Ram.
Yeah,
He didn't want to go back to Seattle to sign the one-day contract to retire as a
Nope.
Seahawk. Scumbag.
Was that a thing back then?
No, definitely
No.
not. Definitely not. I was hoping it
No,
would
that's
fire
just
up.
Pizzola's just fucking. Yeah, he can't do it anymore. I'm legally dead. So what are we doing with the gold picks?
I'm Houston -6.5. You can find the best number if you go to 4for4.com/Mayo. Use code Mayo50. Get a free week of Sharp Stack. All props. They're all rated. All money lines. Even Jared. Jared didn't believe the computer last week, did you, Jared?
I didn't believe the computer.
Tell Rob what the best value the computer gave you on the board was.
Miami money line.
Whoa, man.
yeah.
Maybe you should listen to your fucking megabyte there. That's a great pick by the computer.
Yep.
Better than the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coin struggled last week. The coin was
the computer will catch the coin. The coin's been on a lucky run, but computer will overtake coin.
shockingly enough, the coin ends up right around 500 every single year.
That's what the coin does. He's a fucking 8-8 guy. He just gets shitty middle draft picks and never gets better. 7-9, 9-7, 8-8. Hi, I'm the coin.
If If you are in Canada, outside of Ontario, go to coolbet.com right now. Get yourself a bonus. Hit the description. You can even, as I told you last week, Cam, I bet on my St. Mary's Huskies -7. They won the game by 25. So I'm actually getting money out of my alma mater now, which is fantastic news since they're always asking me for money. Unfortunately, they're playing the Montreal Carabins this week.
Oh,
and
that team's good.
Yeah, they're
Montreal Carabins are amazing.
Yeah, they're 21.5 point underdogs at home in the national semifinals.
That's a lot. That's a lot of points.
Yeah. Montreal's like a -200 favorite to win it all.
Montreal, half of their team is going to the MAC. You'll see them Bowling Green, Kent State, Buffalo, Eastern Michigan. Like they're a good fucking football team for sure.
Yeah, and the rest of St. Mary's team is going to be like the bouncer at the bar in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Hi. Collegiate football in Canada. I got a job at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. That's what we do when we graduate. We work at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I love that commercial in the States when they do that. It's like, okay, it's a job, but
yeah,
can we do more?
Hey, you can be your own boss.
You could, Pat, but some people just don't have.
No, at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, be your own boss.
Yep.
Is that their slogan?
I don't know. That's what they said in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
You
could get one of those. You could go around to all the cafes, pick up materials, get greased. It'd be a hell of a day.
Gold picks from you guys?
Yeah. You want to go, Rob? Do you want to go first?
It's up. If you want to go, you can go. If not, I can find one on the spot.
Like the showcase, I'd like you to go, and then I'm going to take $1.
All right,
so
I'll take the Carolina Panthers gold.
Cool.
I don't think there's any 4s left. I think it's only 3.5s now.
No,
only
4s.
Only 3.5
yeah.
is correct.
And
it's 3.5. And it's 3.5 everywhere.
Yeah. Would have liked the 4. I'm pulling the Cam Stewart here. Would have liked the 4. Really would have liked the 4.
Who doesn't want
more? It's locked in. Pat's written it down. We're going Panthers. I was on the Falcons train last week. I got a lot of that experience over in Germany in the morning. Almost passed out from watching that game multiple times. And I think a lot of people are going to go back and be like, it was a close game. Like the Falcons should have won. They had their opportunities. But then you actually look at the numbers of the game. And the Atlanta Falcons had 290 yards of total offense. The Colts had 520 yards of total offense. It just came down to, again, some Colts turnovers for the second straight week. Atlanta and Carolina, I don't really see a big difference between the two teams, honestly. Both are struggling big time on offense. They're reliant on their running games. Penix and Young, neither is very good. On the defensive side of the ball, the one thing that Carolina does well is stop the run for the most part. That's kind of playing into the matchup of what Atlanta wants to do in order to move the ball downfield. I just don't think that there's much separating these two teams. So I'm going to take the Panthers. And, listen, they sucked last week. Don't get me wrong. They lose to the Saints. It takes a really bad effort to lose to the Saints. They're also 2 weeks removed from beating Green Bay at Lambeau. So they're like not as good as that Green Bay game. They're not as bad as the Saints game. Water finds its level, as Blessing used to say, Cam.
Yeah,
and I like the Carolina Panthers in this game.
How do you guys feel about Minnesota this week?
I was waiting to hear Pat's reaction to Carolina, but I can tell you how I feel as well.
It's funny because you can break down. This is the game that I looked at the analysis for, and Cust and I were even talking about. It's just like Atlanta as a favorite. Don't bet them. Bet against them.
Yep.
It's usually the move.
Yep. Raheem Morris is part of that, by the way, as well. Like there's certain coaches, you watch them and like you just know you don't want that team to win by margin. And Raheem Morris is one of those coaches for me.
Is he going to be fired at the end of the year? Because I feel like he probably should be fired.
I think there's a chance.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance.
Yeah, listen, the Falcons always underachieve. Like he's on the hot seat for sure.
Like more likely to be fired at this point in time, Mike McDaniel or Raheem Morris.
Yeah,
it's still McDaniel, but
I think he's keeping his job. I really do.
He might, but then you never know. You might get like a mail-it-in special in Spain this week, and then we're all back to talking about.
You know what? That's the segue. Okay. Gold pick, commies.
Done. I can get you a +3.
Oh, fucking right. Yes. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Always give me that best line. What do you think about this game, Rob? We read each other's mail sometimes. I think it's a good spot for Washington.
I think you're probably right. With that said, I don't like the Commanders very much as a team. Like they just keep stacking injuries more and more They lost another corner in Trey Amos.
They'll figure it out.
From like I agree with you from like a spot perspective, right? If you want to talk about like buying low and selling high in market, this is the time to sell Miami beating Buffalo. This is the time to buy Washington. They look terrible, but I just think Washington is terrible is the real problem. Also, like Dan Campbell calls the offense against Washington last week, beats them into oblivion. Now Dan Quinn is taking over the play calling duties on defense the following week. It's like he almost took a page out of this book and like, you know what? I'm going to do this as well. The problem is they don't have any players on defense. That's the struggle for me. It's I like the spot. I don't like the team. I like Washington to me is overvalued every single week. But that I'm not opposite you, Cam. I just don't have it.
I don't know. It just kind of jumped out at me, and that's what's working right now. So give me Washington.
Yeah, I like the points with two bad teams. So I think these are two bad teams.
Yep.
These are the type of games I like. I'm just looking. I look at betting on football as simply a stock. Exactly what Rob said. Miami stock is right now. I want to sell after a big money line win. Washington's down in the dumps. There's fucking me, you, and Pat could play for the team there, Pizzola. But you know what? They're going to go into this game and find a way to win or lose by under 3. So I'm down with Washington.
You also just don't know like the mentality of the Dolphins, right? It's a huge win. Like McDaniel's driving by Bill's bars after the game, waving to people. You know, it's a huge win for them. It's the Super Bowl basically, and now they're going to Europe a week later, and it's going to probably be a lot of distractions.
I agree.
If I had to guess, so I don't know. It's a messy game for me. I'm staying away.
Okay.
Somewhat surprisingly, I actually take tailgating very seriously. Grill fired up, cooler packed, and yeah, I'm the guy everyone counts on for the food. Whether that's my home barbecues, birthdays, tailgating, doesn't matter what it is, Pat Mayo is always relied upon for bringing the food. That's why I go with Omaha Steaks, the official sponsor of tailgating. They've been America's original butcher for over a century, and everything they send is top-notch, perfectly aged steaks, juicy burgers, those thick, deli-style franks, all delivered directly to your door. I tossed the ribeyes on the grill last weekend. Crazy tender, amazing flavor, and you can taste the quality. There's no off-season for flavor here. Make your next game day delicious with Omaha Steaks. Just head to omahasteaks.com and use promo code MAYO at checkout for $35 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com. Promo code MAYO. Terms apply. See site for details. Whether you like golf, whether you like fantasy, or you just enjoy lots of money, starting the second week of January, the race for the Mayo Cup is on. Join thousands of fantasy players at fantasygolfchampionships.com for your shot at over $1 million in prizes, including the $110,000 first place prize. And this isn't like those giant contests where it goes from $110 to $20. No, everyone who finishes inside the top 250 this year wins at least 4 figures. Everyone inside the top 20 gets 5 figures. And it's simple. Takes 10 seconds a week. You pick one player per week. You can use that guy once all season long. Even if you know nothing about golf, you can still play in this and try to win the grand prize. Sign up now at fantasygolfchampionships.com or hit the description and just use the link. The race for the Mayo Cup is on. Silver picks for week number 11. Rob, would you like to start since I went first in the gold?
I will. The only reason I don't love it, I would love this if it wasn't potentially a really bad weather game. But I'm going to go with the Bills anyways. It's the first time I'm going to be on the Bills in a long time.
Love them this week.
And again, if it was clear conditions, I'd like it more. The only problem is I don't want this to be like heavy winds, which is what it's calling for, some rain. It kind of condenses the game a little bit. Buffalo has to run more into a good Tampa Bay defensive front. But I'm, again, just not a believer in what the Bucs are doing right now. I think early in the year, Baker Mayfield was really offsetting a lot of the issues that they were having. But that oblique injury that he's had for the last, he's not running the ball anymore. He's a one-dimensional pocket quarterback. And that's really not the way you're going to beat Buffalo. The one strength Buffalo has is on the edge. They probably get AJ Epinesa back this week from the concussion as well. Baker's kind of like a sitting duck in the pocket now with that oblique injury. So I think it's a good bounce back situation here for Buffalo. And I'm not buying Tampa Bay. So give me the Bills.
Rob, you got two of my picks that are in my top. Like I ranked them. Both of your picks are there. I have Buffalo and we talked about the other one earlier.
And you also already asked, well, tried to ask. I cut you off, but you tried to ask about another pick that I also like. So
Minnesota.
So we're seeing things.
You like Minnesota too?
I do.
Holy fuck! You know what, Pat? I almost want to do like 9 minerals this week.
You get your 60 seconds, so you're committed back to doing the 60 seconds, so everyone can hear your picks.
I really want you guys to give it a shot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll come back and do it again. But I'd like to see how you perform the 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's your thing, obviously. Also, I'm very surprised, Cam, that you would want more minerals in the show. I don't, it surprises me that you would want that.
Give me the Carolina Panthers, Rob. I'm not stealing your pick plus 3.5. Fuck Atlanta.
Well, you stole my Ravens pick last week. You piggybacked that one. You might.
I know it. I'm not going to lie to you because I look at your picks and I'm like, I like 2 of the 3 that Rob have, and I try to have 1. And if I do that, but we're reading each other's mail. It's just pretty simple. We didn't even talk before the show. I like Carolina. I like Buffalo. I like Minnesota. All the picks you like.
The difference is that me and Pat actually have some, we respect the audience enough to give them different picks on the show. Like, we care that the people will watch and be able to get selections from all the games, whereas you are much more selfish and you only care about your own personal record.
Yeah, that's partly true.
I will go to Sunday Night Football, and I will select the Detroit Lions plus 3 at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Restore the roar.
Philly continues just to play the most mediocre football you could ever imagine. Rob, what did you make of their defense against the Packers on Monday? It's also a short week for the Eagles here. They upgraded, obviously. It looked good, but how much of that was just bad play calling from the Packers, where they just gave away what they were doing on every play?
I think is a combo of both. I really do think the Eagles defense is going to be a lot better going forwards. I think Jalen Phillips was a really nice add for them. They got Nolan Smith back off of IR. Brandon Graham, he as now a rotational piece coming out of retirement, I think is really solid for them. Michael Carter there now. I think the Eagles defense is for real. They got a good defensive coordinator. That said, once we start to get out to these prices where you're getting a 3 with the Lions, I do agree that becomes appealing because the Eagles offense still leaves a lot to be desired, right? They have a lot of 3 and outs as an offense. It just doesn't look succinct overall. So my biggest concern with this game, and it doesn't look bad right now, but it would generally be Goff outdoors in bad weather.
He's played okay outdoors this year.
I'm so fucking done with that narrative.
But it's not a narrative. There's a lot of empirical evidence to support that.
So in outdoor games this year, week 1 in a non-bad weather game against the Packers, they got absolutely destroyed. And then they score 38 against the Ravens on Monday Night Football, 37 against the Bengals, because everyone does, only 17 against the Chiefs, and then last week against the Commanders. So this is a better defense. So I'm not expecting them to score 30 points, but they can get to 20, which I'm imagining they can do simply by just running the ball. If that was going to be the case, I think they cover this game.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I mean, I don't know what the Eagles are. I have no friggin' clue, man. They did this a little bit last year as well at points where you're like, I don't know. It's a tough team to value, and it makes it especially tough off of the Green Bay game because I have no idea how much of that was just Green Bay being like a really inconsistent offense like they have been all year. But I listen, I didn't bet this, but I agree with you guys at 3. Like, you're getting 3s in market, and you now need the Eagles to win by 4 more. Detroit's offense is solid. I mean, there's ways that their defense can keep them in the game as well. I think that's probably too many points.
Additionally, they're a fun team because they like to do things like go for 2, go for it on 4th down. And if one of those 2s gets thrown into the mix out of nowhere, then all of a sudden, they can just lose by 1 or something. I was hoping the Falcons would do that last week when Drake London burned Sauce Gardner on the 2-point conversion. I was just like, oh no, this is now going to be a loss for the Falcons on the spread.
My wife was so confused watching me watch Falcons Colts. She's like, I thought we have Atlanta in this game. I'm like, we do. We don't want them to get this 2-point conversion. Like this is our only chance. It goes to overtime. Like trying to explain like your cheering during football games to non-bettors.
My
sometimes.
girlfriend, Rob, has been with me for a decade, and she goes, wow, that's a field goal. I go, no, it's an extra point after the touchdown. I've said this probably 17 million times in 10 years. Like, we don't, she's had like markers. I went up and said, you know what? It's nice. Let's have a drink. You watch the Housewives of fucking Manitoba or BC. I'm going upstairs to watch the football game. If things get real in the fourth quarter and we're going to win money or something like that, I'll come down and join, and then you don't even have to know what the fuck is going on. I like it that way.
But then she knows if you didn't come down in the fourth quarter that you lost money.
That's why we lose golf every week. I tell her to take a nap. She wakes up. Garrett Higgle fucking takes a double bogey and finishes fourth. Thanks.
You need you need the dual screen experience. That way you can watch the game and then she can watch the Real Housewives of Manitoba.
Yeah, I think it's British. I don't think they have one in Manitoba.
They don't have one in Manitoba.
Unless they're fucking Elks. But anyway, they have one in BC, and those bitches are meaner than any, like, they're the worst of the franchise. They're very cold-hearted. I don't think
they have a BC one either.
They do have a BC one. I just watched it with my girlfriend.
I think you're thinking about Salt Lake City.
No, it's called that. They have a Housewives of British Columbia, bro. Like they go to Whistler, all rich places and shit. Trust me, I am not. Check this out. I guarantee there's
a real Housewives of Vancouver.
Thank you. That's British Columbia.
That ran for 2 seasons in 2012.
Doesn't matter. It's still a thing.
It's digital. You can watch the stuff from back in the day.
It's on TV all the time.
Is it?
Yeah, in my world, I probably don't have the special space age package that you and Pizzola have, but yeah, it's on regular fucking cable.
Well, next time it's on, Cam, take a video.
Space age package. You're watching shows from 13 years ago.
Yeah,
they still stand the test of time.
Yep.
So what are we gonna do here?
You record it on TV. Next time you see it, you tweet it and tag Pat and say, "Shove it up your ass, Pat." That's what you do.
That's good engagement right there.
Pat will retweet it too.
I will.
Rob, can I steal a pick? Like, can we have the same pick or no?
You already stole one. You might as well steal 2.
We can move on to Bron's pick.
I actually didn't even pick
no, because the listeners, because I'm such a greedy. Give me Minnesota.
No, not that word. Oh God.
Pat wanted Minnesota.
Oh no. Did I do something wrong again?
No, it's okay. Now we have to pivot. We have to pivot. That's the rules of the show.
Why? Who has Minnesota?
Nobody yet.
No, I'm saying that you said.
What would you like me to take?
You used the one word I asked you not to use because it gets us demonetized.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Pat. I just can't figure it out. Pat, can you put a beep on it?
I can do that. I wrote down the time.
I don't want to give extra work. I promise I will be better. What game would you like me to select, Rob? How about you name a couple and I'll tell you what I like?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you're not going to do that. Okay, so
give us a pick and Rams Seahawks. Let's hear it.
I like the Seahawks.
Shocking.
When
I'm
have
not
you
a
not
homer,
liked the Seahawks?
What, do you like the Seahawks?
I'll tell you what happens every single week on this show. Cam prefaces liking the Seahawks by saying, "I'm not a homer, but I like the Seahawks."
All they do is cover. They're the best road team going.
I love the Seahawks. The Seahawks could win the Super Bowl this year.
Cust has pivoted onto picking the Seahawks as his Super Bowl winner now.
Well, the Seahawks can't win the Super Bowl this year.
Of course they can, but that's not.
Oh, you know what? This is the year of Cust, though. It is Cust's year.
It was the year of Cust until the past 5 days, and his entire year has really blown up with one random comment that he has dug very deep in on.
What about the Jaguars as the trapdoor game of the week?
Can't do it. I taking the Chargers or nothing there.
You want me to give the listeners a full board instead of just stealing picks?
Well, you can just make a pick.
Yeah, you're going to give the listeners all your picks later on in the fastest 60 seconds anyways.
Sometimes I don't even do I just do sound effects. I don't even know what I'm betting. Anyway,
I'll tell you the ones that I
Carolina.
I'll tell you the ones that I like. I like Cincinnati and the points. I like the Packers -7. You can get them at -7 right now if you really want them. What else do I like? I like the Chargers. I like the Browns at home because I got to be like you. I got to like.
Could I just take another one of Rob's picks with Buffalo and really piss him off?
Sure, go for it, Cam. Buffalo? I got the pen.
I'm driving you guys crazy. Why can't I take Minnesota? Do you have?
You can take whatever you want to take.
Rob told you he liked Minnesota.
I'll take Minnesota, please.
Yeah.
Can I get them at 2.5?
No.
Okay, then
Not for the parameters of this because it falls outside of -120.
Okay,
It's
I'll still take the
-130
Vikings.
it's -130 to bet. Listen, you get your -3 now. It's up to 3.5 in some spots.
I'll take 3, please.
3?
Thanks.
So you wanna
Minnesota
take 3.5 when it offered 3.5.
plus 105.
Drop your nuts on the table, Cam. Let the people know you're confident enough in Minnesota that you'll take 3.5.
My nuts are ugly and deformed. I do not want to put them on the table. Sorry. One hangs. It's a real problem. That's why my fucking, like, one on the side of my body's heavier. One nut's like 3 pounds and the other one's like 1. It's fucking ridiculous. One nut always hangs.
You should get that
Anyway.
checked.
Am I still the only guy using bar soap instead of body wash?
I get both.
Unless I was at a hotel and that was the only thing provided, I cannot remember the last time I've used a bar of soap.
Body wash is for losers. Bar gets in crevices. I'll take the Vikings -3, and I'd like to do some other things, but I'll pass. I want to take Seattle too, but no extra minerals. So So who do I have right now, Rob? Carolina,
Minnesota and Washington.
Oh, why the fuck did I take Washington? Okay, you
They're-
guys can.
They're
talk
your
for a
gold
while. I gotta-
pick.
Because
I know.
you got really horny when I did a segue to that game. You got real excited.
It wasn't even a segue. You just
No, I mentioned Mike McDaniel celebrating driving by the Bills bars. He's like, great segue.
Yeah, because they're playing Washington this week.
Yeah, I understand. I'm aware.
Oh, God.
I'm aware of what you did there. But
Pat, I'm running out
also,
of gas.
how can you
real
not
quick.
get like you could get body wash into crevices? It's like it's actually probably harder to get a full bar of soap.
Wrong? Soap has angles. Body wash too soft. If you want to
What
really
angles?
get digging,
There's no angles on.
Yeah, there's no
have you ever
angles
seen a
on
fucking
liquid.
bar? Have you seen a bar of Coast? It's like some guy's dicks. It's fucking curved. It's not even a flat bar. Coast, the eye opener, might as well be your.
I'm
crevice
sure it would be an eye opener like
opener.
that.
It's an eye opener. The bar is actually aerodynamically shaped because it does like inside leg nuts better than the flat bar. You don't get that. It's maneuverable.
Do you ever get any hesitation from like deeply scrubbing your ass with a bar of soap and then using it on your face
You know
afterwards?
what I do, Rob? I just put I shouldn't even be talking. I put the shower on, fucking steaming hot. I bend over as low as I can get and put that fucking spray right in my cornhole. Who needs a bidet? That's how you clean
You
your ass.
apparently.
Then
You
when
sounds
the
like
ass
you could
is
really
clean,
use one.
You could give like the turtle wax. Then you put the soap in for the second layer.
Yeah.
You get it? Now you
No,
have a
I
clean
get it.
ass.
Yeah. Like I think
It's not
we've
rocket
talked
science.
bidets on the show before, and both myself and Pat have one. I'm pretty sure, Pat.
I do.
Right?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
do have a bidet?
Yeah, you can use that so that you don't have to go through these types of measures to like deep clean your asshole. You
Well,
know,
if I win money in the super contest, a bidet is going to be on the list next to the keg party. What are we doing now, fellas? What's next?
I gave you some of the games that I liked, Rob. I'm kind of stuck on what I actually want to make the Browns are undefeated against the spread at home. Like their defense doesn't
I
travel,
love the Browns this week.
but their defense at home is lights out.
you know what?
I
almost
and it's
wanna
also
put that
going to
in.
be like a bad weather game, and Cleveland can mix it up in that type of game. You know,
But like,
It
can they just lose 7-0 and cover?
I think they can.
Aren't they getting 8?
Yeah, but if they lose 7-0, they cover. If they lose 9-0, they don't cover.
That's it. Good point.
Yeah, he's not going to say, "Can they lose 8-0 and I get a push?" He wants the cover.
I got it.
Yeah. They could lose 7-0.
Sorry, I got 2 more shows to do. I know I'm going to do it.
What do
I
you
love
make?
Cleveland, Pat.
What do you make of the Packers against Jameis?
I don't want to touch that game with a 10-foot fucking pole.
I was considering the Packers as a bronze.
Packers are nothing, but I don't like it.
Yeah, but it's their defense is what, top 3 in the league?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty solid, and it's not only that. Like the Giants' defense is an abomination right now. Like they can't stop the run. They literally cannot get off the field, and that's the thing that Green Bay didn't have for them against the Eagles. They couldn't run the ball successfully. Nothing else works. They're going to be able to do that against the Giants. Like this is the type of game where the Green Bay offense actually looks functional again, and we're like, oh, Green Bay Super Bowl, that type of thing.
New coach bump?
New coach.
I know about
Giants?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Also, like people talk about Jameis. I've always been a Jameis. I don't want to like slander But they talk about Jameis like he's some like revelation. They made this guy the backup to Russell Wilson this year. He throws like 3 interceptions every single time he plays. He can't help himself.
It's true.
He can't. He makes some throw. He'll test downfield.
2 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah,
Hi, Jameis.
But listen, if you're going to be the Giants at this point, and you're probably going to lose either way, would you rather run out sad sack offense, Russell Wilson, or have Jameis, who might complete like 4 60-yard throws too?
It's a lesser of 2 evils, I guess.
If it was me, I'm throwing out the worst quarterback, which is Russ. Because at this point, the season is toast. You just fired your coach. Let's get the high draft pick. That's what I would do. I like Jameis better than Russ. I'm not suggesting he's worse because Russell Wilson is so bad at this point. But I think people like talk about Jameis in like this echelon that he hasn't ever been in.
I think you're probably right, but I think a lot of that has come from people who enjoy fantasy, daily fantasy, overs, that kind of thing, because he is good for those things.
Agreed. At the end of the day, the Giants offense without Jackson Dart is going to struggle because not because Jackson Dart is great, but because his legs matter a lot in that offense. And whenever things are out of structure, he can run, pick up first downs with his legs, take a huge shot like he does every week, and now he's concussed. And they're not getting that from the other quarterbacks, unfortunately. So everything's going to break down. I may be talking myself into Green Bay here. I'm not sure yet, but they're definitely in consideration for my Browns.
So you guys both like the Seahawks. I kind of like the Rams in this matchup. The thing that I whiffed on the hardest, Cam, about the Seahawks so far this year is their offensive line has been excellent at protecting Darnold. I did not think that was going to be the case.
Gray Zabel was a great draft pick. As I talk about, the running backs know how to chip. The old guys on the line have been good, right, Rob? Like Cross and those guys. Like they're actually, it's surprising. But here's the deal. Like that's the thing. Darnold, you give him 1 extra second, he'll tear you apart. He throws a nice layered ball. He throws a good deep ball. That's the thing. He just needs time and he'll carve you up. The Rams have a wicked defense. It's a very, very good game. But when I think a game's going to be close, I'll take the points. And I love Seattle on the road. Everyone's talking about the Rams like they're like, I know Seattle's getting hyped. The Rams are getting even more hype, but you can get to Stafford. Adams looked pretty banged up last week.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, I think Seattle's in a good spot to punch the Rams in the face.
I don't think it's like a foregone conclusion that Devontae Adams is going to play.
I think
when they keep talking about him this week, McVay's like, he's a tough guy. You know, he's told me he's going to gut it out. If you watch the end of last week's game, like the guy could barely stand.
Yeah, his back was fucked.
Obliques last a long time in the league. They always do.
They're just unders on Devontae Adams, except for touchdowns, because they'll throw to him 8 times from the 1 yard line. They do
very
enjoy
good
that
in the
play.
red zone. He is good in the red zone.
I'm just trying to think through how this works. Who do you think that the best quarterback that Seattle has beaten so far this year? Your mileage may depend on what you consider to be good with some of these guys.
They lost week 1 to Purdy, right?
They've lost to Purdy and Baker.
They beat Rodgers.
Okay, he's 41.
I know he's horrible.
Baker would be the best quarterback.
They
right?
lost.
They lost to Baker and they lost to Purdy, who's the best one that they've beaten. It's either Kyler Murray or Trevor Lawrence.
Did they play C.J. Stroud?
They played Stroud too.
C.J. Stroud stinks.
I know, but he's better than Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he is.
He's better than
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, then C.J. Stroud is the best quarterback that they've beaten so far this year.
Yeah, I know.
This is a big step up in quality of opponent for them, I think.
Oh, I'm quite aware. That's why we're getting 3.
Yeah, 3.5. It's going up too. It's almost like the Chiefs and the Broncos game, where the Chiefs are now up to 4 in some spots. I like the Chiefs. I almost put it. I didn't pull the trigger on it. Although
I lean Denver.
So we did a prop draft on the Monday show, Rob, and Denver to miss the playoffs is now up to 9-1.
They're not missing the playoffs.
They might miss they're not good. I mean, defensively they're excellent, but they're not good.
I think that they when we talk, Denver's a fraud. I agree, but there's levels of fraud, and their defense is good enough where they'll win enough games down the stretch. In my opinion,
there's stealing coffee cups fraud, and then there's robbing banks fraud. Right, Rob?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, like the Steelers, who I think were robbing banks for a while.
I agree,
and they'll continue to rob banks as well.
They will, but they're going to get caught every now and then.
They're so caught. They got
caught last week.
I
That's
watch
so bad.
Pat. I watched the Steelers play, and if they brought that fucking game QB1 back, I'd win like everything in the bar. I know every play. Like they're the most predictable team ever. Don't you guys think? I'm watching their offense, going, okay, that's coming.
Yeah.
Pitch to Warren. Deep
Dar-
shot to Metcalf.
Darnell Washington is on the field.
Yeah,
Wonder who they're
gotta
throwing
go
to here.
him. Yeah, he's so big.
The problem is, does that matter against Cincinnati's defense?
Oh no,
I don't know.
No, but that's also bad weather. Like I thought that was a bad weather game as well. I think that might turn into like a running game. I don't know, man. We're getting into mid-November now on these outdoor games. Cleveland is definitely bad weather. Buffalo's definitely bad weather.
I like both of those teams. I like Buffalo and Cleveland.
You can grab the Cowboys at -3 in Dallas as well. I like that.
them too.
Their defense, Rob, that should be improved if they get these guys back.
I agree. This one will be like a very square play, which I don't really care about. The biggest thing for me is that the Raiders lost more O linemen last week. Like they lost 2 more interior O linemen. Jackson Powers Johnson was out, who had been pretty solid for them. They drafted him a couple years back, and I'm trying to remember who else was missing. Dylan Parham, their left guard, and now the Cowboys just brought in Quinnen Williams,
and Overshown is probably going to be back for this game.
Yeah, from his ACL. And the secondary is the problem for Dallas. Right? We can all agree on that.
Are you worried about that against the Raiders?
No, this is what I'm saying. Like stylistically, the Raiders want to run the ball. That Dallas just brought in a huge run stopper against an offensive line that's going to be potentially down 3 of 5 starters. I think the Cowboys are going to roll them this week.
Dallas -3, my bronze pick.
Okay,
fair enough.
So Rob, you're still on the board here for a bronze pick.
Yeah, like pick up the pace, man. I got another show to do.
Hey, we had to get through the game. We had to bring up the games and talk about them. We're not even an hour into this yet.
We didn't get your entire shower routine. We might be on schedule here.
That's a good point.
Now I'm upset. It's gonna take me longer to find a game.
Yeah, that's what you do to me. That's what it is, Rob. Step brothers, eh? The next thing you know, we're gonna be hanging out, fucking playing with toy cars. Everything. That's what you do. We'll get there. We're gonna figure it out. Rob, you know your games. You've already scoured the board. Just give me a pick that is not a public play.
Doesn't matter if it's a public play. How about you give him a winning play?
Yeah, maybe I'll give you the most public play. How about that?
What, Dallas?
I don't know.
You know what, Rob? This is, for all it's worth, Cam's an idiot.
Okay.
This is who I like. Cleveland.
No, save it for the 60 seconds.
I am settling on the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are going to be my bronze selection. I was debating between the Packers, the Broncos, and the 49ers, what I was debating between, but I will settle with the Packers. I think they're going to run the ball very effectively on the Giants. Entire offense is different when they can do that. Giants defense in shambles. Jameis will throw, if he ends up starting, which looks that way, couple picks. Green Bay wins a turnover battle. Give me Green Bay.
Defensive score bet for the Packers this week?
Ooh, maybe. I love that. Well, we got to look at the price, but
it's probably it's probably like +200 or something.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That an individual player to score a touchdown. Edgerrin Cooper touchdown for the Packers.
So Green Bay -7 is Rob's bronze pick. That gives me Houston, Detroit, and Dallas this week. Rob goes with Carolina, Buffalo, and the Packers. Cam has Washington, Carolina, and Minnesota as
I already have buyer's remorse with Washington. But anyway, I'll leave it.
Sucks that I made such a good segue.
You did.
You roped him right into
cost
it.
Me a pick.
Teaser picks for the week. We won the teaser last week. We're back to 6-4 on the teaser plays. I've actually played a teaser already this week. I took the Packers down to 1 and the Texans down to a half point, Rob.
Packers and Texans.
Yeah.
Bills pick them.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
We'll see how that one goes. I can't wait for Tennessee. Tennessee has just been ruining my ear with just stupid covers, outright beating the.
Welcome to my world.
Outright beating the Cardinals was the worst beat I've taken this year. It blew my mind.
I mean, that one was something else. I know a lot of people who lost on Survivor that week, and they were not happy about.
But
that
just
one.
like I was playing a lot of teasers that week, and they all hinge on that one. And the combination of the drop touchdown going across the goal line, and then that weird play where they kicked it into their own end zone for a Tennessee touchdown, was just mind-boggling.
That was Tennessee's they've had some stupid cover. The only time they cover is in stupid ways.
So watch out for the Eagles' 2 special teams touchdowns this week because Detroit is my silver pick. I will take the Texans down to a half point as my leg of the teaser.
I will take Buffalo down to a pick 'em.
Yeah, you're teasing through 0 with Buffalo. You can get them to
Oh,
plus.
that's 5.5, and it's a 6. All they do is just win the fucking game. That's all they got to do.
All right.
I will take the Lions up.
Detroit to 9.
Yes.
So Houston half point, Detroit or Buffalo half point. We're not worried about Buffalo at all. I know you guys both really like them.
No.
I picked them too, but I am kind of nervous about them at this point. They don't look good.
Yeah.
How about Seattle 9.5?
It's already on there. I've already written it down.
It's done. It's on the paper now.
Okay.
I'm just in general. Are you guys
Yeah,
worried
of course.
about Buffalo?
I've faded Buffalo, I think 3 or 4 weeks in a row now, and I'm on them this week. So I'm always worried about Buffalo. They don't look good. They are, overly reliant on the run. I think this is just a case of I don't trust Tampa at all. Like, I think Tampa is kind of overrated.
Are they the Jags of earlier this year when people thought the Jags were good?
Not quite that bad because the Jags, they don't actually have a quarterback, and Tampa Bay does, but not quite.
Are you guys ready?
I am ready. So let's cue it up for you, Cam. You got a lot of picks that you wanted to talk about. Now is your time to shine. This is the fastest 60 seconds in sports betting. Go.
It's going to be the slowest. Get down and give me 50, maggot. Commanders. Hi, my name is Lars. I'm coming to your village to steal your wife. I'm putting her over my shoulder. I'm torching your hut and stealing all your gold. Vikings, -3. I love cheese. Boulderson, 7-year. It is so good in nachos. Give me 7 wheels of cheese with the Packers. Bye-bye, Falcon. You've been maimed by a panther. What do I do here? Oh, yeah. Pussycat. Jaguars. 3 claws. What do I do with this one? YMCA. I'm on the Steelers at the steel plant. Automobile. Oh, hi, Mr. Stewart. Your water bill is $287. CAA insurance, $304. Bills. All I get is fucking bills. 5.5 bills. Let's go. What else do I got to hear? I'm a Titan. 6.5 pounds. That's for you, Ron Ram. I'm going to put my fucking talons right through your head. Seahawks, 3 claws. Oh, God, what are we going to do? Hey, is it fool's gold or real gold? I found real gold at Knott's Berry Farm. 3 bowls of gold with the 49ers. Down boy. Give me the Denver Broncos. 3.5. What else do we do with the Browns? I got rabies. Watch out, Ravens. I got to take a bite out of your neck. Cat week, Lions. And how about them Cowboys? See you, Raiders. I got to reel you in. Let's go, turkeys. Sorry, not my best work this week.
Well, I didn't know the Tasmanian Devil was a Titan. But,
That's a good.
I like the Jets plus 13.5 on Thursday night.
I actually thought about Bills. I was going to go auto bill, like they whatever. I butchered it because I'm.
No, it was actually very. Honestly, I enjoyed the Bills one quite a bit. It was very clever. I had no idea what you're talking about, but then when you got there, it
auto
paid
insurance,
off.
mortgage, bills.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
Yeah, anyone like
$7 for a water bill, though? I mean, you gotta.
I told you, I'm in there a lot. In cleaning. Didn't we go over this in the early part of the show?
Anyone like any props for Thursday night? I'm trying to put together something.
Hunter Henry touchdown.
Okay, I can do that.
The problem is now Henderson's going to run, but his odds, right, Rob? You said like $1.70. That's fucking way out of whack.
Are we certain that Ramondre officially been ruled out yet?
Yes,
he has been.
Yes.
It's all Henderson.
I got to double check. Yeah, he's officially ruled out.
Yeah, because I saw that he had returned to practice, but I guess that didn't matter.
Yeah.
And Jennings is probably out as well. So Dearness Johnson over catches is what we're looking at.
Oh God,
I don't know about that.
Dearness Johnson loves catching the ball.
No, it doesn't like catching the ball. That fucking every hipster was on that Raiders receiver. The guy a holding penalty and didn't have a fucking catch. Betch.
Beck.
Oh,
Kid from
Beck.
TCU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beck
I'd
was not
rather
where
drink
it's at.
fucking a Beck's beer than watch that guy play football. That was shit.
I'd drink a non-alcoholic Beck's before.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rob. NA Beck's. Let's go.
That'll do it on the Pat Mayo
Oh.
Experience. We'll see if Cam can get himself a nap in between his 8 other shows tonight.
I don't think I will, Pat, but we'll just got to keep on rolling. I might have to smoke a doob and just hopefully I still have the energy. Let's rock.
That would make me go to sleep.
You got to
It
get
depends.
the sativa.
You
You gotta
need
get
the
the
right.
sativa.
You got to get the right combination. I think I got a mix in there. A nice hybrid. We'll get the job done.
Rob, what's going on at Forward Progress and the Hammer.bet?
You know what? Coming off of the best day I've ever had betting last Sunday and across the network for Forward Progress, I don't think we lost a bet last week. Honestly,
awesome,
I think
bro.
it was just an amazing week all around. So I'm I'm terrible at marketing myself, as you guys know at this point. But if there is ever a time to come in now. Check out Forward Progress on YouTube in audio form as well. We got lots of content throughout the week, including live watch-alongs, lots of pick shows as well. So if you're into football betting, check it out. Give it a shot.
You know what might be a play on Thursday night? You can do this at Cool Bet. Same game parlay, Mac Hollins under receptions, Mac Hollins over yards.
Yeah, I love
Interesting.
doing those types of parlays. I think that one could be a good one. Did they have Mac Hollins listed for both of those props?
I have not looked.
Yeah, because there was one I wanted to do on Monday Night Football, and
They knew. They knew.
Yeah, they didn't have Jahan Dotson listed for receptions.
Yeah,
And
it pissed me off.
I wanted to go under receptions over yards and have him catch like one pass for 50 yards.
Well,
Like
it's a good thing you didn't because he didn't get a catch.
no, I know,
someone-
but I guess you're right. It's a good thing it wasn't offered at the end of
Yes.
the day.
They saved you a bunch of money on that front. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Receiving. Yeah, Hunter Henry over 50 yards is plus 155. So we can throw that one in and then we can just go under on his receptions. Now I'm trying to
I don't have time to do the research, Pat. Can I pay you just to? I don't care about the juice. I just need like 5 to 10 touchdown scores from all
5 to
games.
10 touchdown scores. Josh Jacobs.
Okay, I just don't have the time. I need to go figure it out.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, give me another.
yeah.
And I'm gonna go. I got a couple guys. What about JSN for Seattle? All day, all night.
I mean, I don't know what the odds on these guys are, but it's usually like
Okay,
minus,
I'll figure out the odds. So Jacobs. Who else you like? I don't care about anything under 40 cents juice. I'm in. I don't care. Just not
A-Chain?
minus 200. What?
A-Chain.
That's a good pick. What about for the Bills, Rob? What about, is it going to be a Cook day?
Probably.
I would go with
that's what
Jalen Warren and Chase Brown from that Bengals and Steelers.
I love Warren. He's so huge. Cool. I think we got 6. Need a
Kareem
few
Hunt.
more.
Kareem
What?
Hunt against the Broncos.
Hunt. Okay. Brown, Hunt, Warren, Cook. Yeah, looks pretty good. Not
There you
bad.
go. That's off the top of my head, and I have not thought about this at all.
What about the Lions? Because Gibbs is going to be minus 220. I like
No.
Sam Laporta. He's my guy.
He doesn't really do anything.
Oh, he makes spectacular catches in the end zone, Patrick. That's what
Sometimes.
he does. A lot of the time. Maybe Montgomery's going to get a taste this week.
Sure. Go with that. But the Eagles defense is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is right here. Under 3.5 catches, over 50 yards for Mac Hollins, plus 900.
I got one. Harvey's real and you can't see him, Carmine. Harvey from the Broncos.
I'm with you. No, probably no J.K. Dobbins in that game.
Oh, fucking all day and all night. See, we did it already. Yay.
I'll give you a big long shot.
Oh, I love it, Pizzola. Nice and easy.
Green Bay running back Chris Brooks at 20-1.
Why you like Brooks?
Because whenever Green Bay is stomping another team, Brooks is their running back. They won't go to Wilson in those situations. They will go to Brooks in those situations.
Interesting. Okay.
20. It's not going to win, but it might win. 20.
Put $20 on it. You win $400. I'm down with that.
All right. That'll do it on the Pat Mayo Experience. We'll be returning live on Friday with Tambo and John. I'll be here on Saturday and Sunday night and back live on Monday. We got a ton for you. Subscribe to the Mayo Media newsletter to get all of the picks in pure cheat sheet form and find it all up on 4for4.com as well. Smash a like on the way out, and I We'll see you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience.
And don't worry, Rob. If you know anybody with a couple cases of Stappy, I'll drive up. But maybe I should just order them off Amazon, like you guys do, like Norbert.
I will find some cases of Stappy for you.
Thank you, pal.
I'm in the holiday spirit. My wife is decorated. She brought out the Christmas decorations.
Trees
I
up
see 'em.
for me.
Trees up here as well.
You guys got trees up?
Yeah. Kids were home from school, so my wife was like, "Yeah, let's put the tree up."
I got
Oh.
my chick's bra on the floor. I got like underwear hanging there. I got a shitty old towel. I got like, what the fuck? Like, I got like weird stuff going. I got mouse traps. Like, what am I doing here? I don't have a Christmas tree.
You strike me as someone who would want like a real Christmas tree. We don't have the real Christmas tree.
No. Less work for me, please. I do have a lot of good animals for my collection, though. Cookie Monster, Stone Scooby Doo. Like I got to take a picture and show you guys. These guys are fucking life-size guys too. It's party time. That's my Christmas. Talking to inanimate animals. That's what I do for a living.
Experience.